बेमारन हज निशानदेही सपजम यमो मज 23 बेमार जम सोबक ये 132 हूं तौल कश्मीर सोबस अ दौरान 160 बेमार शिफायाब सपद।
We give this memento to NBCC as a token of our gratitude. Thank you, sir. Upper Deepo Bhawan, the last words of Gautam Buddha. To your own light, he said, Apna Prakash Swayam Karo. May this light shine brighter and may it bring us and those whom we strive to serve knowledge, peace and prosperity. I invite all the respected dignitaries on the dais to kindly light the ceremonial lamp and begin this function on an auspicious note. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. In Kashmiri culture, auspicious occasion is always accompanied by putting isband in Kangri. Isband is believed to radiate positivity in the surroundings and mark the gate of good fortune. Postpaid who, as the Kashmiris say, wishing prosperity for all. I now request dignitaries to kindly participate in the Kashmiri ritual.
पीछे आ जाओ।
I request that Isban and
माइक देना मेरे को भैया।
is brought on stage. And the dignitaries report a bit of Isban in the car.
पीछे चलो यार। पीछे है ना?
Postage who, wishing prosperity for all.
सुवंजा काम कर सकते छपा कर जो है ना तकलीफ जाएगा मुझे तो बड़ा मेरा हम तो ना इसका नहीं
I now request the respected Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, North West Region, Sri Krishna Sir, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Most respected Madam Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Government of India. Respected Sri Manoj Sinha Sahab, Honorable Lieutenant Governor Jammu and Kashmir. Respected Sri Tarun Bajaj Sahab, Revenue Secretary, Government of India. Respected Sri J.B. Mahapatra ji, Chairman CBDT. Officers from the state government, members of local next park, ICI, ITP association, and friends from media, and all other guests present in the function, and also those watching the function online. It is my proud privilege to extend you a very warm welcome on this auspicious occasion of inauguration of our income tax cum residential complex, Chinars at Srinagar. We are really delighted to have you all to witness this historical ceremony of inauguration of our own office cum residential building. The journey of income tax department in Srinagar started in 1954 from a small office in a rented building at Barbarsa. In January 2005, there was a terrorist attack on the building and there was a lot of damage to life and property. It was during this year that department decided to have our own building, and with a lot of effort, we got 27 land allotted in November 2006. The construction by NDCC began in November 2015 at a cost of ₹27.78 crores. So out of this 30,500 square meters, we have been able to construct 5,000 square meters. Respected ma'am, we are highly grateful to you for sparing your very valuable time from your busy schedule and to bless us on this auspicious occasion. Respected ma'am, the officers have come from far-flung areas of entire northwest region to take your blessings. Ma'am, this inauguration is a historical event as this is the first office in the entire northwest region of Haryana, Punjab, Jammu, Kashmir, Chandigarh and Himachal Pradesh, which is being inaugurated by Prime Minister of India. This is the first time. This inauguration is also historic as the department has established a new Srinagar charge headed by a principal commissioner. Ma'am, you are inaugurating not only this building complex but also inaugurating our new charge for which we are deeply grateful. We are grateful to His Excellency Shri Manoj Sinha, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu Kashmir. When our officer went to request him, he was traveling, he readily agreed and cut short his visit and came here to bless us on this occasion. We are also express our thanks to Sri Arun Kumar Mehta, Chief Secretary of Jammu Kashmir, though he could not come today. Sri Devas Singh, DGP of Jammu Kashmir, Sri Padurang K. Pole, Divisional Commissioner Kashmir, Sri Vijay Kumar, IGP Kashmir, Sri Sahib Chaudhary, Deputy Commissioner Mr. Aayakar, and the entire team of NBCC who have worked very hard for early completion of this complex. Special thanks to Mr. M.K. Chawla. Our special thanks to Sri Virender Singh, then PCIT Jammu, who dreamed of this complex and tirelessly pursued it. Immense contribution has been made by Sri Yogendra Chaudhary, PCIT, Srimati Poonam Khera Sidhu, our own Manoj Pal Singh, who is PCIT present here. Without his tireless work, this would have not been possible to get this building completed and have this inauguration today. My special thanks are also to Mr. K.M. Bali and other colleagues who are present here who have contributed. Respected ma'am, the month of November is very auspicious for the officers of Jammu and Kashmir, as all landmark events relating to this Chinar complex have happened in November. The land was purchased in November, the construction commenced in November, and building completed and inauguration was also happened in November. With these words, ma'am, I again extend a very warm welcome to all. Our sincere thanks for gracing this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. This is a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let us together witness the beautiful journey of the Chinars. There now is a petition to kindly play the video.
Income Tax Department of the Finance Ministry of Government of India now has its very first establishment in the city of Srinagar. The newly established Aayakar Bhawan and residential complex here, adorned by the majestic trees of Chinars, is together aptly called the Chinars. The inauguration becomes even more significant in the light of the fact that it is the face of one of the largest civilian offices of the Government of India in Kashir. Located by the banks of the mighty Bhawan and at a distance of 2 kilometers from the world-famous Bhawan, this is a holistic campus comprising of a 3-story state-of-the-art office, a facilitative Aayakar Seva Kendra to assist our taxpayers, an integrated community hall, a secure residential complex for the employees of the department, and guest house for the visiting dignitaries. Due diligence has been taken to enforce security of the integrated complex, safeguarded by CCTV surveillance, cameras, and the latest security technology. The road to establishing the Income Tax Department in Srinagar has indeed been a lengthy and challenging affair, having its own unique set of difficulties yet also opportunities. The department started making its presence felt here around the year 1954 from a humble rent to the board in Aayakar. Over time, the office was relocated multiple times. Finally, in 2008, 27 canals of land was taken over by the department here in Rajpad, Srinagar, with a vision to institute its very own office here. Under the dynamic leadership of the Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman and with the unrelenting support of the Government of India, the Central Board of Direct Taxes, Government of Jammu and Kashmir, a multitude of officers, and the people of Jammu and Kashmir, today, we are proud to inaugurate the Income Tax Department's very own Aayakar Parishad in Kashmir. Initially set up as a range office, the inauguration of the Chinars becomes even more significant in light of the fact that it has now been elevated to the charge of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax in Srinagar, overseeing the entire jurisdiction of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir as well as the Union Territory of Ladakh. With a senior level officer overseeing the entire charge of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, will make the department more accessible and effective in the service of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Through this office, the department aspires to establish a consistent tax base here on a large scale, encourage voluntary compliance, ensure swift grievance redressal, conduct taxpayer outreach programs, generate awareness to educate taxpayers, and spread financial literacy with respect to taxation matters, all the while upholding the principle of taxpayer facilitation for the people of Jammu and Kashmir. With the inauguration of this office, the establishment of Income Tax Department in Srinagar will now comprise of an Office of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax housed at the Chinars and a branch of investigation wing at the Air Intelligence Unit at the Srinagar Airport. The mission of the Income Tax Department strives to contribute in the nation-building process through its accountable, transparent, and fair tax administration, resulting in sustainable revenue collection with objective of social welfare of the people. Over the years, the department, through its presence in Srinagar, has steadily strived to uphold this vision. The role of Income Tax Department as partner in the nation-building process becomes even more significant in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. With the application of Article 270 and on the roadmap to peace, prosperity and development, Jammu and Kashmir today is at a critical juncture. The department is fully committed to this vision of Jammu and Kashmir by fulfilling its twin role as a revenue-earning arm of the nation for resource mobilization to empower a welfare state and implementation of tax policies in a fair, transparent and accountable manner. the department salutes the honest taxpayers of this nation for the contribution they are making to the progress of Jammu and Kashmir and the entire nation by dutifully paying their due share of taxes. In this challenging times of the pandemic, the Income Tax Department is resolved to become an even more committed, more humane, more professional, and more efficient organization.
With that, I now request the guiding light of the Income Tax Department, respected Chairman of the Central Board of Direct Taxes, Sri J.D. Bhattacharya sir, to kindly address the Govt.
Welcome, Honorable Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji, who has taken out time from a extremely busy schedule to present here personally for the inauguration of the new income tax office on 1st April. The Honorable Chairman has special affection for J&K as it manifested our true future in being present here physically in inauguration year. I also extend a warm welcome to Sri Manasina, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of UP of J&K. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. It is happening to have Secretary Revenue Sri Tarun Bajaj and Chairman CBIC Sri Ajit Kumar Research this afternoon. At the outset, let me place on record my appreciation for the tireless efforts made by the departmental officers to make this office a reality, and I am happy to note that this beautiful office will indeed be a landmark in Srinagar. This office complex spread over an area of 3.5 acres with a beautiful blend of aesthetics and functional utility. Not for nothing that the place is called Ocean Hub, as it stands in the middle of a scenic location adjoining the big factories and the banks of rivers below. Srinagar Yard is part of the jurisdictional area of Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax (NWR) and is looked after by the Chief Commissioner of Income Tax (Hon'ble). Keeping in mind the expanding footprint of the department in the future J&K, most of Principal Commissioner Srinagar was only agricultural jurisdiction of even territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Prior to that, the department only had a range 7 office at Srinagar, which was headed by an officer of the rank of Additional Commissioner. Now, not only there is a new post of the Principal Commissioner, there is a post of his Commissioner Appeal and ITO Audit and ITO Exemption also. Our training arm, DTRTI, also has set up an office here. The elevation of the station to the level of the Principal Commissionerate containing 2 regions and with offices located at various stations reflects not only the expanding footprint of the economic activities of the region and the increased contribution of the region to the national tax kitty, but also the commitment on the part of the department to bring taxpayer services closer to the people of the region. Our commitment to focus taxpayer services is reflected by the very fact that there is an Aayakar Seva Kendra (ASK) on the ground floor of this new office, prioritizing the ease and convenience of the taxpayers. Office complex has been aptly named after the beautiful Chinars. I am aware that the majestic Chinar is an integral part of Kashmir. The centrality of Chinar in the lives of the Kashmiri people cannot be overemphasized. I sincerely hope that the new complex will be an apt symbol of growing economic prosperity of the region. I also hope that the Income Tax Department, with its enlarged presence in Srinagar, will contribute to improving the landscape of the taxpayer services in this region. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I now request the respected Secretary Revenue of the Government of India, Sri Tarun Bajaj sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected Union Finance and Corporate Affairs Minister Shrimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Lieutenant Governor of J&K UT Shri Manoj Sinha ji, my colleagues Mr. Mahapatra, Mr. Ajit Kumar, other dignitaries, colleagues from the Income Tax and the Indirect Taxes Department, and friends. I think ma'am has been profusely thanked by Mr. Mahapatra for having come here personally to inaugurate this building. Let me say that I have been with her feeling a lot, and it is a matter of pride for the CBDT that she has agreed in her very busy schedule to come here for a day to inaugurate this building. Ma'am, my thanks to you for having taken the time out. You had just come back from Ahmedabad day before yesterday, and then you are back to Srinagar today. We are extremely thankful to you. It's a gesture, but I think it's a very important gesture which signifies not only the presence of the Income Tax Department but also the importance that the Union government gives to Srinagar, to J&K, and the fact that we are here ourselves for giving this message is a very important aspect. Ma'am, I have been coming to J&K quite often. I remember my first visit was in the year 1977 as a 15-year-old boy with my brother, 4 years older to me, and we just took a train from Lucknow and came here. I have very fond memories, and I have come back to this place again and again. And other than the building, I also saw that there's a guest house that you have created. So I'm sure officers from the northwestern region would keep coming to this beautiful state and giving encouragement to the people here, to the officers who are working here, so that we are able to take forward this particular aspect not only in the form of the Income Tax Department, but other officers also would, I think, follow suit and create their permanent features in this place. I have seen the figures of the income tax here. I don't intend to speak about them here, but as the chairman CBDT had mentioned, that the fact that the office has now been upgraded to the principal commissioner level also signifies the economic activity and the economic importance of the union territory and its contribution to the central exchequer and also to the state exchequer, and I think that is very creditworthy. One thing which has been mentioned by the chairman and before that by the principal chief commissioner, I think that is a very important message that I want to give to my own officers, that generally the office of the income tax is not a very pleasant office for people to visit, but I think we need to change that tone. This office should actually become an office which should provide ease to the taxpayers. It should be an office which provides information, knowledge to the taxpayers. It provides guidance to the taxpayers so that they can reap the benefits of economic activity by using your knowledge and your efforts in increasing their own businesses. I'm sure with the officers, with this having been elevated to the principal commissioner level, we will be able to provide those services. I once again congratulate everyone who has contributed to the building of this office, and also to the other agencies who have contributed. And I once again thank both my minister and also the Lieutenant Governor who took time off to come to this place straight from the airport to inaugurate this building. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. The government of J&K, under the leadership of the Honorable LG, has been a significant partner to the Income Tax Department, whose support has been essential in the culmination of our project. I now request the Honorable LG, J&K, Shri Manoj Sinha, sir, to kindly grace the podium and address the distinguished audience.
भारत सरकार माननीय वित्त एवं राजस्व मंत्री आदरणीय श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमण जी, रेवेन्यू सेक्रेटरी श्री तरुण बजाज जी, सीबीडीटी के चेयरमैन श्री जेबी महापात्रा, सीबीआईसी के चेयरमैन श्री अजीत कुमार जी, मिस्टर श्री कृष्णा, समारोह में उपस्थित भारत सरकार और जम्मू कश्मीर प्रशासन के सभी अधिकारीगण, समारोह में उपस्थित देवियों सज्जनों तथा मीडिया के मित्रों, सर्वप्रथम मैं ऋषि कश्यप की नगरी, सूफी संतों की साधना की स्थली श्रीनगर में जम्मू कश्मीर के 1.25 करोड़ नागरिकों की तरफ से सम्माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी का हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। सन 1954 में आयकर विभाग की शुरुआत जम्मू कश्मीर में हुई थी और यात्रा आज एक महत्वपूर्ण पड़ाव पर पहुंची है। नए आयकर भवन, आवासीय भवन द चिनार्स का लोकार्पण जम्मू कश्मीर संघ राज्य क्षेत्र में जो हुआ है, मुझे लगता है कि ये आर्थिक बदलावों का और होने वाले परिवर्तन का एक प्रबल संकेत देता है। मैं इस अवसर पर आयकर विभाग के सभी अधिकारियों, कर्मचारियों और श्रीनगर तथा जम्मू कश्मीर के सभी निवासियों को हृदय से शुभकामना देता हूं और इस विकास यात्रा में जम्मू कश्मीर की समृद्धि में योगदान देने वाले सभी टैक्स पेयर्स को भी मैं हृदय से धन्यवाद देता हूं। यह सुखद संयोग है कि चिनार के पेड़ों की छाया में आयकर भवन तथा ये आवासीय परिसर निर्मित हुआ है। चिनार के पेड़ों के बारे में यहाँ कहावत है, ये मां भवानी का प्रसाद है और कलहर की राज तरंगणी ने भी एकता, भाईचारे और शांति के प्रतीक के रूप में इस पेड़ की चर्चा की है। देश की संस्कृति के केंद्र में जम्मू कश्मीर में जिस सपने और उद्देश्य के साथ आगे बढ़ा जा रहा है, उसमें द चिनार्स में बसे आयकर भवन का महत्वपूर्ण योगदान होगा। भारत के आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में 2014 से संरचनात्मक सुधारों द्वारा आयकर व्यवस्था को मजबूत तथा पारदर्शी बनाया जा रहा है। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की पारदर्शी टैक्स सिस्टम तथा ईमानदार टैक्स पेयर्स को सम्मान देने की मुहिम को सम्माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी ने आगे बढ़ाया है और पूरे देश के साथ साथ जम्मू कश्मीर में भी टैक्स पेयर की संख्या में काफी बढ़ोतरी हुई है। सामाजिक आर्थिक विकास के लिए हमने जो बहुआयामी पहल की है, जिन नई व्यवस्थाओं, नई सुविधाओं को आम आदमी के लिए तैयार किया जा रहा है, उसमें टैक्स पेयर्स की बड़ी भारी भूमिका है। चाहे वो सड़क हो, बिजली हो, पानी हो, श्रीनगर के नए फ्लाईओवर हों, पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट जैसी सुविधाएं हों, प्रभावशाली ढंग से निर्माण का काम जो प्रारंभ हुआ है, उसके लिए जो रिसोर्स है उसको उपलब्ध कराने में आपका भी योगदान है और इसलिए मैं मानता हूं जम्मू कश्मीर के निर्माण में यूटी का प्रत्येक ईमानदार करदाता बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा रहा है और मेरी अपेक्षा है कि आने वाले दिनों में इसे और व्यापक बनाया जाए और अगर इसे हम व्यापक बनाएंगे तो ये जम्मू कश्मीर के विकास में आपका एक योगदान होगा। आयकर विभाग की भी जिम्मेदारी है कि व्यवस्था ऐसी हो जो आयकर दाताओं के जीवन को सुगम बनावे, सरल बनावे और ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों को संवेदनशीलता के साथ टैक्स सिस्टम से जोड़ा जाए। जब टैक्स पेयर तरक्की करेगा, मुझे लगता है तभी जम्मू कश्मीर के बाकी सेक्टर्स भी तरक्की करेंगे। मुझे याद है आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जब विवाद से विश्वास की योजना लागू की थी तो उसे टैक्स सिस्टम के इतिहास में पहली बड़ी क्रांति की तरह देखा गया था और उनके वो शब्द उस कार्यक्रम में मैं था, उद्धृत करना चाहूंगा कि हमारी टैक्स प्रणाली सीमलेस हो, पेपरलेस हो और फेसलेस हो। आज इस कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से मैं सम्माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी तथा आयकर विभाग के प्रति विशेष रूप से आभार व्यक्त करना चाहूंगा। कर्तव्य का भाव सर्वोपरि रखते हुए हॉलिस्टिक रिफॉर्म्स किए गए हैं। डायरेक्ट तथा इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस में रिटर्न से लेकर रिफंड तक सीमलेस व्यवस्था भी बनाई गई है। टेक्नोलॉजी के उपयोग से आज आयकरदाताओं को सहूलियत के साथ साथ पर्याप्त और उचित सम्मान भी दिया जा रहा है। उन्हें जो अधिकार आज मिले हैं शायद इतिहास में पहले कभी नहीं मिले थे। इसलिए मैं सभी करदाताओं से भी अपील करूंगा कि सरकार के विभिन्न विकास कार्यक्रमों को लेकर हम तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। व्यवस्था हो, कृषि क्षेत्र की मजबूती हो, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, रोजगार के अवसर हो, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, समाज कल्याण के विभिन्न कार्यक्रम, इसमें धनराशि की जरूरत पड़ती है। और आपका भी ये दायित्व है कि ईमानदारी से टैक्स देकर जम्मू कश्मीर तथा राष्ट्र के विकास में आप सब भी अपना योगदान दें। आपके हर एक पैसे का विकास के कार्यों में सही उपयोग हो, सदुपयोग हो, ये सुनिश्चित करना हमारी जिम्मेदारी है। और मैं आपको भरोसा देता हूं कि आपके एक एक पैसे का सदुपयोग होगा, दुरुपयोग नहीं होगा। अभी 15 तारीख को सम्माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी ने सभी राज्यों के साथ बैठक की थी और निवेश के माहौल को कैसे बढ़ाया जाए, इस पर विचार विमर्श भी किया था। हम लोगों का मार्गदर्शन भी किया था। वित्त मंत्री जी, मैं आपको भरोसा देना चाहता हूं कि 2019 के बाद से जिस प्रगति के रास्ते पर जम्मू कश्मीर चल रहा है, राष्ट्र निर्माण के सभी कार्यों में बढ़ चढ़ करके अपना योगदान दे रहा है और आने वाले वर्षों में विस्तृत और बेहतर हो, इसकी हर कोशिश की जाएगी। आजादी के बाद से ही किसी कारणवश जम्मू कश्मीर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन से अछूता है। लंबे समय बाद मैं कहूं पहली बार आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में 28,400 करोड़ रुपए की सहायता वाली नई इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट स्कीम यहां शुरू हुई है। पिछले 9 महीनों में 29,000 करोड़ रुपए के प्रस्ताव हमारे इंडस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट को मिले हैं, जिसमें से 1,400 करोड़ रुपए के निवेश को हमने स्वीकृति दे दी है। उनको जमीनें दे दी गई, उन्होंने काम प्रारंभ किया है और विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में लोग रुचि ले रहे हैं। और मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि इस दिसंबर तक मोटे तौर पर 35,000 करोड़ के प्रस्ताव हम स्वीकृत कर लेंगे। वर्तमान प्रशासन का संदेश बड़ा स्पष्ट है। भ्रष्टाचार को किसी भी सूरत में सहन नहीं किया जाएगा। पारदर्शिता और जवाबदेही सुनिश्चित करने के लिए अधिक से अधिक ऑनलाइन ट्रांजैक्शन बढ़ाया जा रहा है। जेके बीम्स एम्पावर के माध्यम से अब गांव में बैठा हुआ आदमी भी विकास में के मद में किया जा रहा खर्च और उसके एक एक पैसे पर निगरानी रख सकता है। पहली बार सभी प्रोजेक्ट्स का फिजिकल वेरिफिकेशन जम्मू तथा श्रीनगर के दोनों सचिवालय में ही ऑफिस शुरू हो गए हैं। इसके कारण गवर्नेंस में उसकी क्षमता में मूलभूत सुधार हुआ है। ई स्टैंपिंग हो, जेम हो, जीएफआर के कार्यान्वयन से प्रशासनिक प्रक्रिया को पूरी तरह से आम आदमी की तरफ केंद्रित करने की कोशिश की गई है। सर्विसेज को कैशलेस तथा फेसलेस बनाने के लिए दस्तावेजों के ऑनलाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन की सुविधा भी मुहैया कराई गई है। कोशिश की जा रही है कि भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त, भयमुक्त, पारदर्शी तथा जवाबदेह व्यवस्था यहां कायम की जा सके। और मैं मानता हूं कि इसके कारण एक नई चेतना जागृत हुई है। जम्मू कश्मीर के लिए यह दशक एक राष्ट्रीय अभियान है और हम पूरी शिद्दत से किसानों, युवाओं, महिलाओं, उद्यमियों और प्रोफेशनल वर्कफोर्स के साथ मिशन मोड में काम करना चाहते हैं और आर्थिक सुरक्षा को भी चाक चौबंद बनाने की कोशिश की जा रही है। यहाँ की इंडस्ट्री मजबूत हो, अर्थव्यवस्था नया मुकाम हासिल करे और वो आत्मनिर्भर भारत में बढ़ चढ़ करके योगदान दे, ये हम सबका संकल्प है। प्राकृतिक एवं सांस्कृतिक संपदाओं से परिपूर्ण जम्मू कश्मीर इसके लिए जम्मू कश्मीर प्रशासन और भारत सरकार भी हर प्रकार से सहयोग दे रही है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि लक्ष्य हम जरूर प्राप्त करेंगे। मैं एक बार पुनः आयकर विभाग को इस नए परिसर के लिए शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और सम्माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी के प्रति अपनी ओर से और पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर के निवासियों की तरफ से हृदय से कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूं। जैसा तरुण बजाज साहब ने कहा कि भवन के उद्घाटन के लिए वित्त मंत्री जी हैं, मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि भवन एक निमित्त है। जम्मू कश्मीर में आर्थिक गतिविधियों के विस्तार के लिए उसे एक नए शिखर पर पहुंचाने में मदद देने भारत सरकार के वित्त मंत्री हमारे बीच हैं, आज भी हैं, कल भी हैं। अनेक योजनाओं और अनेक कार्यक्रमों का शुभारंभ कर रही हैं और मैं समझता हूं कि मैं चूक जाऊंगा अगर ये बात मैं न कहूं कि आज जम्मू कश्मीर जिस रास्ते पर आगे बढ़ रहा है, जो काम हम कर पा रहे हैं, उसमें सबसे ज्यादा सहयोग वित्त मंत्रालय और वर्तमान वित्त मंत्री जी का है। मैं फिर से आपको एक बार आभार व्यक्त करते हुए अपनी बात यहीं पूरी करता हूं। धन्यवाद। जय भारत।
Dhanyavad, sir. The establishment of the Chinars in its crimson glory would not have been possible without the steadfast leadership and relentless support of our Honorable Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, Madam. Ma'am, your consistent guidance and resolute vision has been a source of inspiration for us all. I now request you, Madam, to kindly address the gathering.
Good afternoon and namaskar. Honorable Lieutenant Governor of J&K, Manoj Sinha ji, Revenue Secretary Tarun Bajaj, Chairman CBDT Mahapatra ji, Chairman CBIC Ajay Kumar ji, Sri Krishna ji, and all the officers from J&K Income Tax and Customs and Indirect Tax and media. I'm very grateful that we are all present together today in the context of connection with the opening of the Income Tax Bhawan. Of course, this building has its own trajectory of how it came to be. Although the presence of the CBDT is in J&K from 54, as was referred to by many of the speakers, it is very slow, although steady, all right, but slow progress in coming to its full form. Today, the occasion makes me feel very glad. And I first begin with a great sense of appreciation for these people of J&K who have steadily kept their calm but grew along, and today they see the completion of this project, the dedication of this project for public service. And that's one of the reasons why I would play up not so much the tax collection, not so much what happens in direct taxation, but the point being that service to the taxpayer, service to people who would want to understand how things work. So there is also a Seva Kendra, I understand, attached to this building. It is that which I would play more importance on, because that's what is going to bring in the people's contact. Tell people about what it is all about, what happens to the money, whatever is collected. The development of this region. And therefore, the fact that we rightly emphasize, people's participation gets a greater accent in that. So, tax collection is not very important in the project. It is more the engagement with the engagement to let this be a fact known to the even if he's buying his bread or even if he's buying some of his essentials, soap and oils and things, but very little amount towards the development of the state. It is that which is very important for both the goals, both the safety and the generation. And why should we not recognize it? But anyway, that we continue to be accent for both goals and the customer. He is a year and now a manifesto. This is great news that it's only together that people differences between income inequality can be bridged. Unless that kind of resources are shared, this will never end bridged. And for state the environment is something which has been in the news for a long time. You see some development here and there, but is infrastructures, basic materials which is important for living and also for building economic success. The potential megawatt. The rest of the country and all over the country be able to do a lot more on one week. However, that capacity is never been fully exploited. As a result of the potential exists, but our generation not over years has managed to make its own developmental goals without basic supplies of electricity. For a beautiful state like this, for a Britain's state like this, development has always been at its bare minimum. So when the goal or that guiding principle is sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka vishwas and sabka prayas, you have all the prayas, you have all the vishwas, but if you don't that is where now you have all the vishwas, but if you don't have the required endowments for it, development is not going to be achieved as much as we want. And that is where it is important now for J&K, post the abrogation of 70, to get citizens the facilities, the development, and therefore make all his aspirations come true. There is no point if it is kept like a small oligarchy of people are holding every resource and denying the ordinary citizen. And that is where you find the ordinary citizen today, when democracy is allowed its full play, participation in electoral process. You find them happily, actively engaging in spite of calls which tell them, no, you can't. Because the people want to grow. Their aspirations are there to be realized. And that is nothing unusual for a common citizen. It is his common aspiration. Every citizen should have to be given a space. And that's what is being given post the abrogation of 370. And in that we cannot afford to have any delay. I would therefore in fact say the more active engagement that the two boards undertake, and here I would like to inform through the media and through all the invited guests, there are about 250 principal commissioners of income tax all over the country. In the northwest region alone, under which comes this area, there are about 20 principal commissioners of income tax. this shall be the 21st, and therefore all over the country this shall be the 251st Principal Commissioner of Income Tax. And for which I'm glad to hear from the director, from the chairman CBSDT, that an officer with good experience in Mumbai is now brought in here. For all the experience and for all the exposure that officer can bring to this region, I expect there will be greater information about what paperless income tax filing can be like, what settlements can be made, what kind of, for those who are already taxpayers, what kind of facilities are provided, what kind of technology-driven facilitation happens so you don't need to visit the office at all, you can do it from your home. So at this stage of own building, of course we know the tragedy of 2005 when the building could not survive an attack. But I'm grateful to the people of J&K for today enabling a permanent own building for the income tax, which I'm very honored to come and serve here to inaugurate and be with you all in this context. It is now for all of us to work together to serve the people of Kashmir, to make sure that development reaches them, the importance of collecting legitimate tax is understood, and also a transparent process through which we can explain how that money gets spent. On the details of how much is collected, what is spent, I will definitely distribute both in English and Hindi through the media and also through the visitors who have come here, the details of all that is getting spent. But one data which the Honorable Lieutenant Governor started about, I would like to share on the J&K development funds which have been given post the abrogation of 370. Sorry, because I'll probably list out the kind of projects which got completed under PMPP, and that itself will probably expand on how much has been spent. Before I read out those projects completed, I'd like to tell you that the concessional rates of GST apply for quite a few of those items which are unique to J&K. Carved wood products, artware, decorative articles of wood barrel, and so on have a favorable GST rate. Wooden frames for painting, photographs, mirrors, etc. also have a favorable rate. Statues and ornaments of wood, marquetry inlaid, and jewelry box wood inlays, lacquer work, again given discounted rates. Articles of paper mache do also have a discounted rate of GST. Handmade carpets and other handmade textile floor coverings also get a concessional rate. Hand paintings, drawings and pastries, including basholi paintings, also get a good rate under GST. Now, the projects which have been completed by the Pradhan Mantri Development Program which has been given to J&K are about 21. It's important that we list it out so you know the kind of income generating activities which are happening. The Batote Kishtawar Simpan Pass Road has been completed under the PMPP. Jammu Udhampur Road again completed under PMPP. Chenani Nursery Tunnel completed. Interest Subvention Scheme implemented. EAP, Externally Aided Projects, J&K USDIP also undertaken. Counterpart Funding EAP also happening. Assistance for damaged houses also given under PMDP. POK and CHAMB DPs, Displaced People's assistance which have been extended, have also been completed under the PMDP. Jammu migrants have also been completed. Remuneration for the SPOs also undertaken. JNNURM projects also undertaken and completed. Srinagar Banihal Road, Kazigund Banihal Tunnel, permanent restoration for some parts, 5 IRP battalions, Jhelum Phase 1, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, solar off-grid systems, BB Kant, Kalai Bridge, and some more in that category, and the SGR Uri LOC road completed, and PMRP and TV network work have also been completed. So, in a way, what I wanted to underline is 40,000 people were killed due to terrorism over the years. A land which is otherwise very peaceful, beautiful, had spent so many years in this very heart-crushing, tragic phase of development. Now, post-abrogation of 370, the Delimitation Commission has also been constituted. DDC polls have shown that the people are looking forward for aspirational meeting of their dreams, and therefore, I would want to tell you, in the context of dedicating this building, LG Honorable Manoj Sinhaji was right in saying the building dedication is only a nimitta, it is only a guide, it is only in that bahana that I am doing this. But the larger issue is reaching out to every person in Jammu and Kashmir, giving his due or her due to the person. The development which has been denied for the last 70 years shall now be reaching every citizen of the state. And that is where we are here. So thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I hope the officials here, both of the CBDT and the CBIC, will do their maximum best to reach out to the people and help them to understand how best services can be rendered by you. That will be a very important step in bringing development to people of JNK. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am.
I forgot to mention that wherever CBDT goes, CBIC is not far behind or the other way around. So CBIC also has taken 5 acres of land, and after the budget, we'll make another request to the Honorable FM and also to the Deputy Governor to come together for the foundation ceremony for that building also. So that is another signal of the prosperity that is coming to this state, and with that prosperity, the development also that is important.
Post Mulo Dand, revenue is the backbone of administration. This is the motto of the Income Tax Department. With a vision to mobilize resources to empower a welfare state and a commitment to uphold the spirit and trust of the before the dignitaries leave the dais, I request everyone to kindly rise to the national anthem.
National anthem.
I now request the Honorable Finance Minister to kindly inaugurate the Chinars by unveiling the inauguration stone along with the distinguished presence of the Honorable LG and other dignitaries on the dais.
नीचे जाना है सर. युगरी पे प्लीज इसे जो है इसे भक्त में पका कैमरा पकड़ा थोड़ा साइड थोड़ा अच्छा मैडम ओके मैम ओके कैमरा पीछे ले लो यार. ओके मैडम. Thank you. Thank you very much. रुको हेलो मैडम की वेबसाइट पे जा रही है लाइव नहीं. मीडिया तो बोलते बंद किया अंदर. ये दूरदर्शन का ही है, उनके उस पे जा रहा है. तो हम क्या, मैं उनको फिर फोन करता हूँ मिनिस्ट्री को ना, ये हमको तो नहीं है ना. मैडम की ही उस पे जा रही है लाइव. हमको प्रॉब्लम है. हाँ ये कर दीजिए. हाँ कर दो, ये यहाँ दिन दे रहे हैं.